So we are speaking about how to prepare. So ask the patient to boil it, all the kashayam, churnam and gridam until the water content just getting evaporated. You can take a cotton piece, you can dip it over the gridam and you have to test in the fire. Where if it has got the water content, there will be sound of chatpat chatpat. If it is not there, it burn like as if it's you are burning rhythm itself. Then one more test is there. If you take the kalka part, the part which you have added the churnam, no, that will be, if you take and do like this, the varti like formation will be there. Varti in the sense just like a rope like formation will be there. And one more thing is that fena shantischa sharpi, that is when the foam will settle down, that it's the position where the foam will not be there, that is samyak paka lakshana. Then you have to take it out, and what you have to do, how to give the gridam. Now you have to ask the patient to for the deepana and pachana, means you have to give and few medicines which I have told, like maricha, pippali and all, to increase the absorption and assimilation power. Kiratamuladi, Kashaya, Churnam also could be given. And after 2 to 3 days of good absorption assimilation, then we have to start with Gridam. So when we have to start with Gridam means you have to take ask the patient to start with 5 ml and see how much time he has taken to digest the Gridam. And if it is got digested within 1 hour, next day increase up to 20 ml, and the next day 60 ml, the next day 80 ml. In the same way you have to go in the higher increasing dose. At this time what will happen, our body starts converting our carbohydrate metabolism to fat digesting metabolism, where the fat in our stored body will be released for the requirement of the our daily activities. You are taking a huge quantity of gridam or ghee, that will not be digested and it will not be formed as an ATP molecule. The whichever it has been stored in the adipose tissue, that fat is reconverted into the carbohydrates, such that now what will happen, the peripheral resistance which had causing the peripheral resistance is getting lower. So your body weight also is reduced, henceforth insulin resistance also getting reduced, henceforth the higher amount of the carbohydrates, that is higher amount of glycemic content starts decreasing, henceforth the free radicals also getting reduced. So this is a beautiful scenario where the cells also, whatever it requires, you are sending through the amino acids. So henceforth cells also get rejuvenated. Now see, on the third day, you some persons, that is pitta koshta persons will get, who is having mrudu koshta, will have the samyak snigdha lakshana. What is samyak snigdha lakshana means? The patient feels that after taking the ghee, as if he has applied oil. In the same way, oilination of the skin will be there. There will be aversion towards the ghee will be there. In the motion, there will be passing of oiliness. If these three symptoms are coming, means you have to stop the giving Gridapana. Now what you have to do, give 3 days of Abhyangam, that is give oil massage and steam bath. Oil massage and steam bath. So which oil to select? You can select the Sharatailam, which is more appropriate. Apply and give steam bath. After the on the 4th day, we have to give Virechanam, that is for purgation. We have to give some medicines. So for Pitta Prakriti you can select Avipatti Churnam. For Kapha Prakriti person you can select Gandharva Hastadi, castor oil, you can select them. For Vata also you can select the same. So henceforth whatever it is being collected, the cell debris, the waste, by giving the steam, it enters into the costum, as if you are giving the Virechana, the medicine to get for the purgation, it goes off and you will get 5 to 10 is a good Vega. By that, all that detoxification process is going to take days henceforth. So that will reduce the most of the diabetes and hypertension problem. Along with that, what we can do in the later times means you can give only 10 ml as a maintenance dose. In the early morning, we can ask the patient to take 10 ml. When he gets appetite, no, at that time ask the patient to drink little bit of kashaya made up of jeera and shunti. And later you can add chawanprash to his diet. Ask the patient to take 5 to 10 grams of chawanprash. When he gets appetite, then maybe in the afternoon take one full meal. In the evening, in the same time, in the 6 o'clock, ask the patient to take 5 to 10 ml of ghrudam. And when he feels appetite, he can take chawanprash or Narasimha Rasayanam. According to the need, we can give the medicines. Henceforth, the cells starts rejuvenating. So, first we have done the Rokshana, that is by giving Deepanapachana, and we have detoxified the body by giving Snehapana and Virechana, and now we are giving Rasayanam. Thank you.